everyone, this is Charlotte Harris from Charlotte Travel, here again with you to chat with you a little bit more about something different that we're launching this time. So I'm here with Jeff, who is the founder of ImpactHK, a charity that we have decided to partner with to contribute just a little bit more to the local community here in Hong Kong. Given we are a small company based in Hong Kong, we're a local business, but every year we partner with a charity to work more closely with them and also to just kind of educate our team as well on what is out there and how we can more support the local community. So this year, with the pandemic going on, we thought that we would work with ImpactHK and produce travel vouchers. So you will see in the description below that we are selling travel vouchers at this moment, and 20% of the value of the travel vouchers will be donated to ImpactHK. How did you start ImpactHK, and where did it come from, and where did the idea come from?
Oh, thank you so much, and yeah, I really appreciate your support. ImpactHK, we started really without the ambition of doing anything other than going and helping people. And you know, I had the opportunity to go into a park in Sham Shui Po about 6 years ago. A friend invited me to go there to feed the homeless, and I said yes. It's quite a meaningful event for me, and something I'll always remember. And you know, I wanted to share that by inviting friends to go with me once a month, go into the park and feed the homeless. And you know, after about 4 or 5 months, you know, we had a bit of an issue, and then we had too many volunteers, too many caring people. Yeah, great problem. So we're able to raise our ambition, and you know, went from doing it once a month to twice a month, and then it continued to grow, and here we are now. You know, we're a registered charity in Hong Kong. We've had about 6,000 volunteers over the past 2 years. As a charity, our job is really to get out on the streets, make sure that the homeless understand that they're cared for, and that they do have an opportunity. And we provide housing, we employ them. We have a holistic program, including counseling, sports, mentorship. Really, it's community that really we find, and friendship, which is really the most important ingredient in helping someone off the streets. And as a charity now, we've helped about 220 people off the streets into shelter. It's been an amazing, amazing ride.
That's amazing. So you mentioned the 200 people that you've helped. Like, how have you helped them? Have you provided actual homes for them? Have you employed them in, you know, your office? How have you helped these people?
Yeah, key point in that is, you know, every homeless individual that we've met over the years, you know, hundreds and hundreds that we support weekly, they're all very, very different, you know, as you and I are. You know, you can't really put all of these individuals who are so different with so many different issues all into one single box. So as a charity, we've just adapted and learned, and we have a real range of programs from, you know, an employment assistance program, you know, for individuals who have just recently become homeless. We just need a little step up. You know, we have a seniors program for homeless seniors. We have a program for individuals who are suffering with drug addiction, severe mental illness. And we have a real good employment program called Community Helpers Program. So that's when we help individuals off the streets who are in quite a more difficult situation, and they work for our charity. When working for us, their job is in helping people. So they're cooking for the homeless, they're serving the homeless, helping the elderly, helping street cleaners. They receive a range of program support, like counseling, weekly mentorship, goal setting. And it's quite an amazing program. And then individuals can transition from that and actually become full-time employees of ImpactHK, which we have 10 full-time employees now who used to be homeless as well. So, yeah, it's a real range.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool to kind of learn, and
cool.
We've adapted very quickly.
Well, you mentioned, you know, adaptability, and you know, that's something that I wanted to talk about today in terms of the global situation that's happening right now, which is a global pandemic. How have you adapted to, you know, the pandemic? Have you seen more people coming in with more needs, or you know, how has things changed now that we're in this pandemic?
Yeah, you know, it's unheard of, and the homeless population in Hong Kong will most likely double at least this year. We're seeing a lot of individuals very new to the streets. And, you know, we're seeing, you know, restaurants like McDonald's having to close their doors, which shouldn't even be a story, but, you know, because McDonald's actually houses hundreds and hundreds of people every single night in Hong Kong. When they close their doors, that means that hundreds of people are going to be outside attempting to find safe places to live outside. We've completely adapted our philosophy because of COVID. Before COVID, I used to have a strategy of trying to assess an individual's willingness and ability for change before employing them or before housing them, right? If an individual would join 10 of our sport classes, that's an automatic yes for me. That's an individual who's proven that they really want change. If you have a 70-year-old dude going to a yoga class, he really wants it. And I think it was a good metric of understanding, is this individual, wanting to take this step with us. But, due to COVID and McDonald's closing their doors, as they should, as a precaution, I saw hundreds of people being forced to the streets, and we had to change our philosophy. And that was really a housing first plan. And I think that really the big issue there is in understanding that it's completely unfair of me or anyone to judge an individual based on their willingness and ability that they show you at that time. These are individuals who tonight are sleeping in tunnels, they're sleeping in public toilets, on rooftops, in really just unbelievably painful situations where they don't sleep. They're in fear of being stolen from or moved. They're thinking about the pain from their past that led to their homelessness and the hopelessness of their future. That's not a position that we can judge them based on their actions then. I think the very first thing now for us is immediate housing, get individuals into shelter, make sure that they don't have fear about what they're going to eat, where they're going to sleep, and most importantly, make sure they understand that they're not alone. And after that, after they have that opportunity, which we all should have, then we can properly assess on what is the best step. And that's where friendship plays such a big role.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk a little bit about your new thrift store. So you have a new thrift store in Jordan called One of a Kind. How and why did you come up with this idea? Maybe you can share a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think, when I think about, what we do, and originally, again, we adapted. You take individuals in, you get them housing, you get them clean, you get them strong, build them up, and then you ship them out and send them out into the workforce in Hong Kong. Well, it worked, but in a sense, it just wasn't ideal, because these are our friends, and that lack of connection, that loneliness out there, it really is the thing that caused a big part of their homelessness is their loneliness, right? And in being quite creative and trying to think about job creation and social enterprise, I'm now trying to really create as many jobs as I can, that keeping these individuals in our family, and giving them work that's rewarding, giving them work that's helping Hong Kong and helping individuals. We have really good high-end products there. We've got great second-hand clothing, but we also have brand new samples, mainly provided by Kiabi, which is a French clothing company. And we sell those products at a very, very low price. So $20 for brand new children's clothing, $40 for all adult clothing. We have really nice stuff. I think that the people in our community there, in Yalmate and Jordan, they really appreciate that.
That's great. So, as I would say, as ordinary people who are watching, as ordinary people here, can we donate clothes? Can we come and donate stuff to you that you could potentially sell at the thrift store?
ImpactHK, we're quite lucky to have great charity partners. We actually ask for clothing donations to go to Redress, which are a great partner of ours. So they do an amazing job, not just in the collection of clothing, redistribution of it, but also working in recycling. So they really are a great charity to donate clothing to. And unfortunately, they sponsor they support ImpactHK and other charities. When we need clothing, we can write them up, and they'll support us.
That's fantastic. So basically, if we have clothes, we can donate to Redress, and I would say, when we have time and cash, then we can look at donating to ImpactHK, right?
True. As a charity group, I think we understand how to help individuals off the streets, and I think we really have that focus on the friendship level. I think that really works. But I think at the end of the day, if you want to create massive impact and change in Hong Kong towards the homeless, you have to think holistically. And That's why I'm really proud of us for being in the education system, working with the youth, making sure they understand the importance of caring for people and not just judging them. And that's been a really big one. And also looking at, creating more jobs that help Hong Kong.
And moving forward in Hong Kong, I think, a lot of people want to come together, and we definitely want to help the local community and, help you build ImpactHK into, helping more people get off the streets. So, we've just kind of scraped the surface of, I would say, what you guys do, and I'd really like to dig deeper. But, given the amount of time that we're limited today, maybe you can tell us what your absolute hopes and dreams are for ImpactHK. Where do you want to see yourselves, or how do you, what's the 10-year plan?
Yeah. Well, we're still in startup phase, right? So we're still in, startup phase here, and we're young, but we're growing very quickly. And I think our next, 10, 20, 30 steps are pretty set. I think we have a really strong vision, and I think it's very clear what we need to do in order to get there. I think in any goal, when you have a charity that was started by myself, you have to get the charity to a stage where it cannot just be sustainable, and it won't be so dependent on itself, so that will be kind of a rock. And I think we really are taking huge steps towards that. We have an amazing staff right now who are working so hard, and they're so passionate and caring about this cause, and I think it really is a very good sign for ImpactHK.
As I mentioned earlier on Charlotte Travel, we are selling travel vouchers, and hoping that we can donate 20% of each voucher's proceeds to ImpactHK. We're really hoping to get these out there, and one is get our travel industry going again, but also secondly, we really want to contribute to the local community as well. So maybe you can tell some of our clients where these proceeds will actually be going to. Would they be going to a specific project, or are they going into your general kind of ImpactHK pool?
Yeah, no, it's incredible, and I think it's during times like this, I think everybody's feeling challenged. I think the homeless especially are always kind of last in line. But it's amazing to see during these times of challenge, when you see individuals coming forward, showing that they care, and you have companies like yourself coming forward and showing that. It always kind of blows me away. But I really do appreciate the support so much that the money raised from this will go directly towards housing individuals, providing immediate shelter. So how does the voucher system work?
So our clients will be able to buy travel vouchers for $2,000, $5,000, or $8,000. And 20% of the proceeds, as I mentioned, will be donated to ImpactHK. Essentially, these travel vouchers go towards any tailor-made itinerary package that our clients would want to buy. So whether that is a tailor-made trip to South Africa, to a safari, or they want to make a trip down to Bali for a week, or someone who wants to travel the eastern coast of Australia. It really goes to anything. What we're really trying to encourage is to travel and keep dreaming of travel, even though at this moment in time we can't travel, but to keep dreaming of travel, but at the same time help with the local communities. And thank you so much for joining us. And I'll be sure that me and my team we're looking forward to joining you on a kindness walk. And I think that's the one thing that you guys do, and you take volunteers around to meet the homeless and to donate food to the homeless as well. So we're looking forward to joining you and your team on an event like that.
I look forward to that.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you.